Hey everybody, it's Sharon, and today I'm going to share with you a little tutorial for Thanksgiving. It's very simple. It might look complicated, but it really isn't. So I hope you enjoy. The first thing I'm going to do is pick up my paper that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using the Ambrosia paper pad from Basic Crate. This is a very old paper pad, but it's really pretty. I'm going to be picking some papers, and I'm going to be cutting them using my Spellbinders scallop circle die, and I'm going to be using several different ones, and you'll see why, because what I'm going to try to make today is a little turkey place card treat holder kind of thing. So I'm going to be picking out some papers from the paper pad that I'm going to want to be using for this. And I think I like this one. And these scallops are basically going to be the body of my turkey. And then I'm going to be using, I have this idea in my head, so I hope I can, make it happen. I'm going to be taking some wire and some other things to make a place card with the turkey, but also the turkey itself is going to be holding a treat. So that's going to be fun. So I'm going to take these and run them through my cuddle book right now, and I'll be right with you. Okay, so I've gone ahead and cut out my scallop circles, and in addition to that, I cut some scallop circles out of black lightweight chipboard. I just needed something a little bit lightweight to back these to make the actual turkey that I'm making a little bit sturdier. And I also cut out a circle with one of my Spellbinders circle dies for the head of this turkey. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or whether this is big enough or small enough, but this is just something I did right away quickly to see if it would work. But I had the black lightweight chipboard, but I think I want a little bit of gold because these are gonna back the circles that I've made, and I think that I'm going to use my Lindy Stamp Gang Cowabunga Copper just to highlight a little bit the edges of them, because that's really all that's going to show. Okay, so I've gone ahead and painted the edges of my circles, as you can see, really shimmery. I didn't care about the center because you won't see the center, you only see the edges. So what I'm going to go and do now is try to adhere these how I want them to show. So I think I'm going to have them like that, so they're in between the rest of my scallops. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This is what that looks like, and I just tried to do the top parts the best that I could, because those are the ones that are really gonna show and make a difference, and you'll see why at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and take out one of these Stampin' Up. They're called Sweet Treat Cups, and you can find them at the Stampin' Up website. They look like this, and this is what's going to hold the little treats that are going to be inside my turkey. So now I also got to figure out how I'm going to do my legs, because I want my turkey to have legs as I want it to sit up somehow. I don't know if I'm going to succeed at that, but I'm going to try. I just have this idea in my head, and I want to make it happen. If not, I have another, idea, plan B, but we'll see what we do. I had an extra one of these just in case. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of position this how I want them in here. I'm going to make this kind of go like that. That's really how I want it. So I'm going to take my Stampin' Up 1 3/4 punch, looks like that, and I'm going to punch this. Obviously it won't punch all these at the same time, so I'm just going to do it individually. So I'm going to put in my little treat holder right in here, and this has no adhesive on this side, but it has adhesive on this side, which is where it closes. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just gonna use some glue. I have some glossy accents right here, and I'm going to apply glue all the way around here. So when I put this in here, it'll be glued on here. And then I am going to remove this so it glues itself here. And then this one, I'm going to add 3-dimensional tape here and glue it down here. So what I put in here gets contained, and then when people want to eat it, they could just break it apart. So let me see. Yep. And then I'm going to take some Skittles, which is what I've decided I'm going to use to stick inside the little treat holder, and it's going to look like that. So this is what it looks like once it's put together. I have cut the bottom of this to make it flat, and I think I need to cut just a slight little bit more because I want this to kind of stand up. So I'm gonna try to make it flat. So you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see, I added 2 little holes, one right here and one right here. I used this punch to get a little teeny tiny hole over here, which is where I'm gonna put the legs. So this is how it looks from the back right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the stems that I have been saving. These are from the I Am Roses flowers. You know, all the different flowers have these long stems. Some of them are longer than others. It depends. Sometimes you don't need them for projects, so I cut them off and I still keep them. And this is a perfect way to add some legs to this little animal right here. But it's really simple. You just take it and take your plier, whatever, one of those pliers to make jewelry, just bend and bend a little just to kind of make some sort of a foot, and it looks kind of like that. It's like a heart almost. You can make it with many different shapes, but I just did this to make it simpler for myself because I'm not very handy with these jewelry tools and things like that. But I wanted to have some sort of legs up here, and you'll see why in a second. So what I'm going to do is put these legs through the hole, and I want them to stand up like this. I'm going to zoom in just a little so you can kind of see what I'm trying to do. And there is a purpose for this, I promise. I just have these little things that I'm going to stick in there. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know if you can see the hole right there. So I'm going to stick it there, and then I'm going, whoops. Okay. Sorry, I'm off camera. I want the leg to be extended the most that I can, so I want to leave the length of the leg to be as long as I can. So I'm gonna just bend it, and then I'm gonna add a little piece of adhesive in the back and probably a gem just to cover it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and use some I Am Roses. I'm using these L20 leaves and also these L21 leaves. These are all great for fall. And I'm also going to use some of these G1-426, and I'm going to be using these to decorate the little place card that I made. This has already been pre-scored and pre-stamped. I stamped it using this Ever Thankful for You stamp from Studio G. I've had this for quite a while. You could easily also just write the name of the person that's going to be sitting in front of this. I'm probably going to put these like on my table, the plate setting right on top or right on the front. And you could put in whoever name is going to be sitting at that place. But I just put this one, Ever Thankful for You, because you could also do that. Just stamp little nice messages for the people that are going to be sitting at the table. So I've already taken the leaves that I'm going to be using. Even just like this would be a cute little place setting or little message. So let's see if this one has dried. I believe so. Something I gotta tell you is I did use 2 sticks per leg, as you can see here, and I just intertwined them. It just gave it a little bit more sturdiness. So since I want it to stand up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this right there. So in the picture, oops, I'm sorry, I was off frame. So I'm going to sit it right in front, right there. And that's going to be the little card holder and treat holder all at the same time. In the pictures you'll be able to see exactly how it's going to look. All put together, sitting on the table like that. So the legs are going to actually keep the card in place, and of course it's going to be sitting like this. In the pictures you're going to be able to see exactly how it's going to really sit. But I thought this was a cute idea just to have a treat, especially for kids. They love all these special occasions and goodies and candies. I hope you enjoyed this little talk me through tutorial, and I hope you give this a try. I will have all the items listed that I used over on my blog. All the links are going to be down below. I hope you go and check out I Am Roses for these cute flowers, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.